Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hate to say it, but Warzone is not doing great again. Warzone is kind of in a failing state, you could say. And why is that, you may ask? Well, once again, it's because of a mid-season update or a reloaded update. I don't know what it is about the reloaded updates this year, but it seems like every single time we see one, season 1 reloaded, season 2 reloaded, so on and so forth, there are significant issues that follow those updates. And with season 4 reloaded, when it dropped a few days back, it seemed like, at first at least, hey, maybe this one's not gonna be super problematic. There were a few bugs and glitches like there usually are, and they got some of them sorted pretty quick. But as we got to play more and more, it's become very apparent that there are several major issues now going on within Warzone that they've yet to address. Also, it seems like Call of Duty kind of forgot to update us on something pretty major. In fact, I want to start with that. I posted this on Twitter the other day, kind of as a reminder to them, and unfortunately I don't think it came across like that. They said a while back that we were going to see a major reveal within June of 2024. You may recall that back in the spring, Call of Duty started doing an inside look at matchmaking. Obviously, Call of Duty matchmaking is a hot topic. Everyone's always talking about skill-based matchmaking and everything associated with that. And they started to be a little bit more transparent with stuff. They put out a whole blog talking about ping and how that connection works and if ping is truly king, and I don't think anyone bought that. But they also laid out a plan for revealing other matchmaking elements like ranked play, experimentation methods, and skill. That's the one that I think a lot of players want to know about the most, the skill part of skill-based matchmaking, or the skill evaluation in matchmaking. And they said in this blog that was last updated at the start of April that in June 2024, we were going to hear more about skill in matchmaking. And well, today is June 30th. We've seen no blog posts, no updates to this blog in specific. They have not said anything about this. Now, I don't know if they forgot. I don't know if they are intentionally not talking about things right now, what the deal is, but if you're gonna lay out a timeline of when things are gonna be talked about, it would be really cool if we could stick to that timeline, right? Who knows? Maybe in the coming days, they're going to post this and perhaps it's just a little bit delayed or something there. But just for what it's worth, I do want to call out that we were supposed to see more transparency this month when it comes to skill in our matchmaking, and we got nothing but absolute silence and no updates on that. They do say note targeting timing may shift, so perhaps we see it in the coming weeks, but that's something to keep an eye on. And of course, if they do end up posting anything regarding that, or if they update us on anything that we're going to talk about in the remainder of this video, you guys know I always got you covered with the latest need to know info, so feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications to always stay up to date. And if you enjoy this video, a like rating is always appreciated. But yeah, as mentioned at the start, Season 4 Reloaded, what might have seemed like a relatively smooth update at first has turned into kind of a messy one with the aftermath of this update. Now, I don't know what in this update caused these issues, but currently there are two pretty significant problems going on in game. The first one is, yet again, connection and the servers. I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm going to continue to hammer this point until something is done about it. I feel like I kind of have that obligation to, as someone who has, an influence in the Call of Duty community. I always try and be as progressive as I can with offering solutions, making sure the right things are highlighted. So if you do want to get more attention on these issues, like I said earlier, a like rating does really help share the video around. But the connection post Season 4 Reloaded is wildly unstable. Now, obviously, the COD servers are abysmal. We know they suck, and I've talked about that dozens of times here on the channel, but for whatever reason, post Season 4 Reloaded, the servers or different matches are incredibly laggy. And I have seen hundreds of comments at this point since the update dropped saying, hey, is anyone else getting extreme lag on Xbox? Or hey, is anyone's PC servers super skippy and super stuttery? There is a major increase in reports, both from you guys, then also just myself, and I've been playing a ton, where lobbies are consistently laggy as can be. And it's not necessarily showing up in your telemetry on screen where it says you're at 400 ping or your packet loss is at 50%. No, it's probably going to say your connection's fine, there's no packet loss, or there the ping is not out of the ordinary, it's like 40 or 50 or whatever, right? but then you're playing in game and you're skipping around, you're stuttering, you're running in place, and the servers are just sort of like collapsing, it feels like. I don't know. There is a super noticeable change though in the stability of these servers from before the update dropped. Yes, before you'd get those random games where the packet loss was awful or the whole server was in slow motion, but now though it's just this consistent rubber banding and stuttering that ultimately either causes players to leave the game, sometimes they time out, or you just gotta wait it out where the game is borderline unplayable because you don't know if what you're seeing on your screen is reality or if what someone else is seeing on their screen is reality. And you know, you get into a gunfight when everyone's rubber banding and it's just a coin flip. You never know what's going to happen in that, but it is a lot worse after season 4 reloaded for whatever reason. And we know they've really yet to address servers in any significant way this year. We definitely are owed an explanation, I feel like, as to why COD servers are as lackluster as they are, but it would be nice to get some sort of response to this new issue in specific. In addition to that, I've also seen a ton of reports in the comments again or over on social media as well saying that there's a lot of issues with your chat being disabled in game right now, and this appears to be another bug. Now, this whole prompt of there being a text box on your screen when you drop into a match that says chat disabled is not new. I've seen it myself several times. You might have seen it pop up in gameplay videos from before. It happens seemingly at random, even when like you're not comm banned or anything's going on there. Sometimes your text chat and your chat just doesn't work in general. Now though, for whatever reason, it ends up actually impacting your ability to use voice chat as well without an actual communication ban yet again, and without any prompt saying that the voice services are being interrupted or having issues in any specific match, which has also been known to happen before just as a random one-off bug. Now, though, it seems to be happening in a much more widespread scenario where a ton of players who use voice chat, despite the fact that there's nothing going on with their accounts, are just randomly unable to talk to their teammates in any given match. And it seems like it's a pretty consistent thing, unfortunately. Why this is happening, we truly have no idea. I've seen a lot of people saying that it's like a policy update or they've gone through and done this intentionally. Definitely not the case from my POV, because if you were actually unable to use your voice chat as a result of being comm banned or, you know, someone you spam reporting you, like the usual glitches that happens, you'd get a full notification in your account that says, hey, warning, your account's been temporarily banned from using communication, or whatever the actual pop-up is. That would be in your notifications tab. This is happening to players just at random in the middle of the night. They're on game 6 of the night and suddenly you can't communicate with your teammates at all. Obviously, that's a major problem. A lot of players do rely on that in-game voice chat to communicate with their teammates. Now, personally, I always would recommend trying to use Discord or some sort of private call if you can. I know some players just don't have the capabilities or the equipment to do so, but that's gonna be the best because then you won't be giving off your position or anything in-game in voice chat when you take somebody out and you get the death chat. Hey, he's pushing. You know his teammate's gonna be right around the corner ready for you. But the fact that this whole issue is just now, again, randomly popping up in a much more widespread scenario than it has ever before, for no reason whatsoever, and there's been no response from COD to this. They have not addressed this in any way, shape, or form, is pretty concerning. So season 4 reloaded, surprise another mid-season update has caused some new major issues in game. Hopefully we see some swift responses to these, especially now that hopefully more people are starting to put this out into the world and shine some light on it, like with this video. But yeah, definitely some big problems that need updating soon. And then also, it'd be nice to get that skill-based matchmaking blog here in the near future as they initially promised. But that being said, Warzone is kind of broken again. Surprise, surprise. That is going to wrap things up for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like. And if you're new here, as always, I got you covered with all things going on in COD. So feel free to hit that subscribe button on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.